Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. That's caught by Tucker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll let this go for Adams. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He'll air this one out for Mims. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So
left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
On the
like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing to start the drive. Nix, flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Nix from the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Here's McLaughlin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Operating from the gun. Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Here's Nix once more. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw, here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here it is, fourth and goal. An audible here to get a new look. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game, forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And his throw here's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And here come the whistles of the timeout with 7 seconds left. Second down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Nix. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment.